So really, first it was the global financial crisis that sent a signal to the corporate world: stop growing, look at your business, cut cost, save your margin, and remain solvent, because a lot of companies went bust. During that stage of growth in India, because India was not really going through any financial crisis at that time, a lot of growth stopped. And while the businesses, especially in the IT sector, which was really growing faster than any other, was expanding, and there were just millions of square feet which was being committed. At that time, 2008, for example, was 40 million square feet absorption, which was the highest ever. So companies stopped, and they did not go to tier 2 and tier 3 cities because of global financial crisis. And therefore, they were just caution. Then on the other side, it was the inflation, which was causing pressure on the profit of the corporate. So sentiments went down, profitability came under attack, and the no hope of government sending any negative positive signal, and RBI just simply increasing the cost of capital by increasing the interest rate, because that was the only solution they could resort to control inflation. All that basically aggravated the pain. Having said that, all the economists and the government and the data that you have clearly indicates that India has a great domestic consumption. That is solid. So the automobile sector, the consumer durable, the electronics, everything was growing except for this period of lull, and therefore got a little disturbed. But fundamentals are there. Somewhere lies a solution which is beyond these constraints and shortcomings that we see in our system. And that is the question of efficiencies. When the IT sector went through severe crisis in 2008 and 9, they suddenly decided they will not buy land, they will lease office space. They suddenly decided they will not have bench strength. They will only hire when they need it. They started investing in core, they started removing buffer and all those inefficiencies in the system. They became more aware of how to control costs and protect their margins. So all that led to a kind of a thought process. The same thing actually has helped the real estate sector, where the developer today is a lot more conscious that I don't need to go and buy thousands of acres of land. I can simply do a joint development and share profit with the landowner. Or I can buy land but quickly develop, not create an inventory. And yes, there may be some development companies who are basically land traders, and for them that is the business. That is being separate. But if you look at a development company's core competency, it is basically treating land as a raw material to construct, manufacture, and deliver product and get out and then do the next one. So they've learned that lesson. Simultaneously, they've been engaging with the best consultants of the world. However, they've been engaging with them to differentiate their product in terms of aesthetic appeal. My development is more iconic. It has more designer appeal, more luxury orientation, more world-renowned architect-led. That focus now has changed to some extent, more energy efficient, more design efficient, more certified, LEED certified, sustainable model. Superior technologies of construction which reduces time cycle. So if you're doing 5 years to build, now you can do 2.5 years to build. It may cost a bit more, but the cost of capital, which is so high, and if you do 5-year construction, the interest cost becomes so much versus 3 years. They've understood the benefit of all these things. When there was a growth in the sector, every developer would start building an organization. While having a management depth and professionals is important, but they built massive organization to cater to multi-geography development, multi-segment. So they would go into IT, hotel, retail, residential, luxury, affordable. They were just all over the place, which they have realized that it does not make sense. So I think they've gone through that. What that has done The real estate development industry is now outsourcing more. So consulting firms like Cushman Wakefield is being witnessing more participation for project management, more property management assignments, more outsourcing of activities, including sales and marketing of residential apartments, are being outsourced to consultants. What that allows them to do is that allows them to bring systems and processes, best of the industry benchmarks, then reducing their fixed cost, and leveraging on that and growing from there, and maintaining that flexibility in their business model, which earlier there was not. So if they do not have a project, those fixed costs they will continue to incur because of those organizations. So that's a big change. And therefore, I think whether it's design, technique, technology, or outsourcing model, all of that is going to make this industry far better than what you experienced earlier.